And when I think of the Van Wert Cougars, the football team in particular, I think of community. And I think doing this project with Eggerss Stadium makes a real statement that the Van Wert Cougars belong to the community of Van Wert. It belongs obviously to the school, but the school is also part of the community. When they want to do a parade, where do they go? They go right downtown Van Wert, right? You do homecoming parades, you go down Jefferson Street. When they won the state championship just last year, parade right down Main Street.
I'd like for everybody in Van Wert that will vote for this. I think we need it, and I think it's about time that we do something, and this is one way of doing it. So just get out, vote for it like I am, and I think it's needed.
I'm a big traditionalist, and I think when I first walked into Eggerss Stadium, I thought this is a great place to play football. And I think the atmosphere in there and everything else that goes with it, and I've even had people from outside of town that comes in to the stadium and plays Van Wert say, wow, I wish we had a stadium like this, because there's not a bad seat here. So that's why I think it should be renovated.
Well, they're doing all this renovating uptown here, and I think that they should just renovate it rather than move it out to the new section, and because there's a lot of history in that stadium.
Putting in the turf field will help players out and also bring in playoff games possibly to Van Wert, which brings people into Van Wert.
Well, I'd like to see a new field, an artificial one, like most of the schools have now, and a ramp for people to come with wheelchairs, or a place for them to sit and watch the games.
I established the Fountain Park Summer Music Series in 2002. And it's still going strong. We bring thousands of people into downtown Van Wert. And I often thought when we were doing those concerts in the park, how cool it would be to have tie into the stadium and maybe do a concert before a game or a scrimmage or whatever. Maybe even have a pedestrian walk bridge across our own waterway of Town Creek, and just go right over into the stadium and go into a football game. It just ties Van Wert so close together in so many ways, and I think that's a really cool thing.
The little kids will get a big benefit out of that stadium, because you can do a lot of different things, a lot of different activities, because you're not going to hurt the field. So the school could use it for a variety of different things, not just one thing.
I think it's going to be a great experience by putting the bands down in the end zone. Now, I played in the band, obviously for all my career as a bandsman at Van Wert, and I love sitting in the stadium because I could watch the game. But now, as a person watching the game, I realize how important it is to get the band down in the end zone. You really can't hear the band when you're down on the one end away from the band. You hear the opposing band, and you don't hear the home band. Putting them down in the end zone is going to really create a more exciting atmosphere, I think, for that.
The buildings here in the downtown area are going to get an uplift and make it look a lot sharper and get our history back. And then you got Eggerss Stadium right next door. What better time is it?
As I've said, I'm in full support of this project for Eggerss Stadium and voting out for the levy on May 3rd. I fully support. I think that buying in to this project allows the community to have more pride in the facility that we have. So I wholeheartedly support this, and I encourage you to vote on May 3rd for Eggerss Stadium's project.
I hope everyone gets out and votes on May 3rd, because I feel that the renovation of Eggerss Stadium is very important, and I know I'm going to go out there and vote for it also on that day.
And the ball came to me, and I faked it to him, turned around, went right up the middle, 94 yards, and there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of me when I got done. So, but will always remember that.